Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing another tag. I was recently watching Kristen Martin's YouTube channel, link in the description, and she did a tag on her work in progress and said that anyone who watched the video was tagged. And since I haven't really given out much information about the book I'm working on right now, I thought I would go ahead and share some of those details with you. So here is the AuthorTube work in progress tag. Question 1, what is the working title of your book? Right now the overall working title for my trilogy is Celestial Trials, and the working title for book 1 I'm thinking is going to be Star Awakening. I kind of have this idea that I want for the 3 books, like the first one to be Star Awakening, second one Star Rising, and then third one Star Set. But I still have to do some SEO searches, and I'm going to be hosting some polls with other ideas that I've had so far to see which one people like the best. But so far I'm thinking Star Awakening, just because that's the one that's kind of stuck with it the most this whole time that I've been working on it. Question 2, where did the idea for your book come from? I got the idea for this book kind of from like a conglomeration of things, I guess. I was doing research for another story that I wanted to write, and that story just never came to fruition. But then when I was living in South Korea, I was also reading the Percy Jackson series, and I was thinking, oh, it would be really cool if there was something like this with the like zodiac signs, which is what I'm using in my book and what I was doing research on before. It's like, I have all this research about these signs and the personalities and stuff like that. Why don't I just make this book I want to read? And thus the book idea for my novel was born. Question 3, what genre is your current work in progress? The genre is urban fantasy, and it's going to be a new adult book. That's what I'm leaning towards. I wrote the rough draft as a YA, but I think the story would just kind of make more sense if the characters were a little bit older than YA, but it's still going to be written in like a YA style. It's going to be new adult, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, it's still going to have a YA feel to it, I guess you could say. Question 4, choose the actors for your movie rendition. So, I watch movies, I watch TV, but I've never been very good at knowing or necessarily caring who plays what role in said movies and TV shows. So I don't have a very good concept of, I don't know, who should play what, except that I 100% think that Tom Hiddleston should play Gemini, because I know Tom Hiddleston, and I freaking love Loki, and I feel like that would be perfect for Gemini. So that's the only one I have, but like for the other characters in my book, I couldn't really tell you. Next question. Give a 1-sentence synopsis of your book. This is gonna be tricky. I should write this out. I'm much better at writing things out and then reading them, so I'm gonna write this out. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so I think I got this. I'm gonna have to read it off the page though, because I don't have it memorized. Kaylee, my main character, struggles to financially support her family in the aftermath of catastrophic familial and environmental events, when one day she finds out that she has been chosen by the celestial spirit Leo to train as a zodiac protege in order to save the world. That's my one sentence thing that I wrote down. It's very difficult for me to come up with, because condensing 100,000 words into a sentence is not easy. Question 6, will your book be self-published or traditionally published? Right now I am planning on self-publishing, just because I want to get this book out, and I also would like to have control over what happens to it. And just from what I've seen, it's like statistically easier to become a full-time self-published author, like living off of your writing, than it is to become a full-time traditionally published author. So right now I'm going with self-published, but like if the opportunity presents itself, I may go traditionally published. Who knows? Question 7, how long did it take you to finish the first draft of the manuscript? It took me almost exactly 1 year. It should have taken me a lot shorter, but when I got back from Korea, I was kind of going through some culture shock issues and had a hard time getting back into the writing, which I guess there's always an excuse for not writing, but I finished most of it June 2016 to like August 2016, and then kind of was sporadically writing, and then got really back into writing it again probably like end of February, beginning of April this year. Just finished it this June. Question 8. What other books would you compare your story to? Well, as I already said, I got the idea from this from Percy Jackson, so I guess that would be a comparison, but like Percy Jackson's kind of a middle grade YA sort of book, so writing style obviously quite a bit different. I've been told that I have a similar writing style to Marissa Meyer, the author of the Lunar Chronicles, so it may read a little bit like those books, but also I was reading her books when I started writing the draft, so that would make a lot of sense because I tend to imitate elements of people's authors' things when I'm writing. Words are not working for me. Next question. Who or what inspired you to write your book? Well, like I said, Percy Jackson was what kind of sparked the initial idea. To actually sit down and start writing though, I'd say probably Jenna Morassi was like a huge part of that for me. I found her videos when I was in Korea and I just started binge watching like everything, and I was like, she's doing something really cool that I want to do, so why don't you just go start doing it? She's got a really good personality for kind of kicking you in the butt and like getting you to start doing stuff. So she was a really big influence, and also I'd say Kristen Martin as well, because just especially watching her vlogs, because watching how she finds time to like fit this whole writing career in with a full-time career is just like crazy to me, and I have so much respect for her. And the last question, question 10, what else about your book might pique the reader's interest? I'd say probably the villains. I am a huge villain fan in like everything. They're almost always my favorite characters, and there's quite a few of them in my books. So if you're the type of reader that loves villains, then you probably really like my book, because there's a plethora of them and they all come in very unique shapes and sizes. So there's multiple to choose from for your reading enjoyment. And then like if you're into the whole zodiac personality sort of thing, definitely you would be interested in my book, because they're training to be the zodiacs. So there's that. So that's all I have for today. If you're watching this video and you are an author who would like to spread some information about your amazing work in progress, consider yourself officially tagged for this. And if you do end up making a video for it, leave a link for it in the comments so I can watch it, because I love reading other people's ideas, and I think it's really cool when writer communities come together and start talking about their crazy brain babies. It's inspiring. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click the like button, and if you would like to receive weekly updates about how to start, write, and publish your novel, go ahead and subscribe. I post new videos every Friday. If you have any questions for me, you can leave them down in the comments below, or find me on one of my social media links listed in the description, as well as my website, which has now gone live. So if you'd like to check that out, also check the links down in the description, and they will be there. It will be there. The words are not working today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, bye!